7 signs that he's not interested in you. Women tend to spend a lot of time worrying about whether a man is interested in them or not. Women are thoughtful creatures who are considerate of men's feelings generally. They're the type of person to bend over backwards for a man. Maybe that's what society used to expect of that gender. It could also be that they feel that they need to do this to keep a man. However, regardless of whether a man requires such attention, women give it rather instinctively. They need to know, though, when their hard work and nurturing would best be appreciated elsewhere. The following are 7 signs that he is not interested in you, so you can move on, ladies. This video is brought to you by GoMarry.com, the biggest marriage-only relationship service. Unlike regular dating sites that only promise you another date, our members are ready and looking for commitment, marriage, and family. Don't waste time on dating sites talking to insincere people. Find your perfect husband or wife to start your family right now at GoMarry.com. Number 1. He takes too long to get back to you. Women sometimes mistake any contact with their crush as good contact. However, in a man's eye, there is a difference. Men will move mountains to be with their lady love. If there's an appointment, they'll reschedule it. In other words, a man that is interested will make a woman a priority. If you're getting the once-a-week obligatory text with no effort for future plans, then you are simply not on his schedule. Number 2. He ditches on plans. You might have been really vibing with him the other night, or at least that's what you assumed, but he's not really feeling it. Case in point, he suddenly turns what could have been a whole evening adventure into a quick escort back to your home. He doesn't want to stay for tea, and he certainly doesn't want to see you again. Case in point, you had tentative plans for the next outing, and he never calls you to confirm. You can try the "I think I left my sweater in your car" ploy. After all, you did probably accidentally leave something in his car because you were so flustered that he took you home so soon. But if he's not taking the bait, or gets his friend to drop it off, then you must realize that he's not wanting to spend more time with you right now. You can wait for a couple of weeks, or you can just take the hint. Number 3. He talks about other girls with you. This is one obvious thing that men do with women. They might be trying to make you jealous or let you know that you're not the only one. But do you really care to play that insecure game? If you're dating him and he tries to slide into a friendship, you have a choice. Sometimes a woman is okay with that, as she isn't really into the guy either. But if you have red-hot feelings, that kind of talk will be just hurtful. Don't deny what you're feeling inside just because this guy has poor communication skills. You are entitled at this point to ask him if he feels anything for you. He's brought up the subject of other women after all. But don't just do this if he makes a benign comment like, "My neighbor Jane is nice." Number 4. He doesn't have the same life goals. Women often make this mistake. You can feel that it may be alright if your man doesn't want to get married like you, but it's really not. On GoMarry.com, you have a head start in that all the men that you meet there want to get married. Another example of mismatching life goals is that the man doesn't want children and you do, or vice versa. This type of lack of unity also means he's not the guy for you. He might tell you he's willing to compromise if he's feeling like you might be a prospect for his future. But if he flat out says no to all the major things that you want and is not willing to reconsider, then he just might be trying to tell you that you two are too different to make it work. Number 5. He's a user, not a giver. Men are sometimes very business-oriented. They can be that way with women as well. It's not nice, but if they aren't interested, then sometimes they can start to look for other ways that a woman can be useful to them. If you notice that he's letting you do too much for him and not giving back, then it's time to let him go. This man does not respect you. He might have a need for you in his life, but that is not the same thing as romantic interest. You don't need to be the first one to pop over with Thai chicken soup when he's sick. I mean, it's a nice gesture, but you can do that for a neighbor too, or a friend. This is not something that will be required for a relationship with a man. But if he only seems to be there when he's sick and needing soup, then pull the plug. Number 6. You can tell he's avoiding the talk. In movies, it seems like men are just waiting until you bring up the talk so they can break up with you. And you might not even know what the discussion even entails. It's basically when you two sit down and hash out whether the relationship is going anywhere. It can be the moment where you two become very serious. Women tend to bring up this talk when they feel like their relationship isn't going anywhere. It's their last-ditch attempt to salvage the process before hitting restart with someone new. Men don't seem to like this talk in the movies because it puts pressure on them to decide. But if the relationship has been going on for a while, a woman shouldn't have to be clenching her jaw wondering when their commitment will be solidified. This avoidance is nothing to laugh about, and a woman has the right to bring up the talk before she wastes any more of her precious time. Number 7. You make him uncomfortable. Men aren't always that easy to read, but some guys will be very eager to end any and all conversation with you when they feel like it's not working. If they see you in the mall, they will literally run away from you. If you're talking via a dating app, he will try to keep things short and sweet. Too short and sweet, you might add. And this is because he could be plotting how he can escape. If you find a guy just never comes up to you, he's more than shy. This guy just doesn't want to be around you. It's hard not to take it personally, but he may have his own reasons as to why, so don't flip out on him. Accept that it's not going to work and move on to somebody that will reciprocate your feelings. It may sound complicated, but it's really so simple. You're serious about not wasting time and you know how to read the signs now. So what are you waiting for anyway? Get proactive in the process and head on over to GoMarry.com to start building a relationship with a like-minded person. You'll be surprised at the sheer quality of the candidates who frequent this site. Well, they usually get snatched up pretty fast, so make sure you head over today. GoMarry.com is better than a dating site. We are a marriage relationship service for people who want to get married and start a family of their own. Join us now and discover potentially millions of like-minded individuals looking to build their meaningful relationships using our platform.